Hello everyone, Joy here for the last time in of the year. Yeah, it's the last video of 2018, and what I'm gonna do is in the new year I am gonna want to make a few changes to the content and the style of how things are with these videos, so keep an eye out for that. But I will, of course, continue to do the same sorts of things as well. You know, the progress on vlogs and the transition stuff and the social justicey stuff. So speaking of which, today's topic, not too serious, I can call this social justice light, if you like. And it is, the idea comes from a conversation that I had with a friend some months ago now, who is a self-confessed t-shirt and jeans kind of guy. And, you know, if he's watching, I hope he is. He's, you know, you're going to know who it is, so hi. You know, yes, it's you. So the question is, why is self-expression so important? And since that conversation, I've been mulling over that question, trying to come up to some sort of conclusion. So the first thing I can safely say with confidence that I've worked out is that self-expression has a very strong tie to one's identity. It's a form of communication that is a reflection of the interior personality in an exterior fashion. And this is done with like clothes and hair and makeup and, you know, other things like, you know, the hand gestures and expressions and all these kinds of things that we use to externalize our expression. And why is that so important? Well, other than the fact that communication is a need, and I'll get to that in a little bit, other people can't see an identity, because identities are, by definition, invisible. They are a sort of part of personality. And as a sort of side note, this explains gender expression and why that's so important too. Because you can't see gender, but you can communicate gender through visual clues. Such as things that are typically expected in society as being feminine or masculine, or neither. And my proof for coming to this sort of conclusion, it actually happened very, very recently. So as some of you know, I'm a hairdresser, and recently I did a client's hair that went wrong. And I didn't expect it or plan for it, but what happened was just the colour came out too light. It was meant to be red, it sort of turned into an orange. And the client was really, really upset, absolutely beside herself. Now, I'm happy to report that I've managed to fix the problem, and she's happy with the result now. It is now red. But the point is that this form of self-expression is important, because it affected not just how like she thought others would see her, but also how she saw herself, her expression, and you know what was there in the colour was not what she wanted. It wasn't her expression. So self-expression is just, I mean, this is proof that it is so intrinsically tied into how others see us and how we see ourselves. The other conclusion I managed to come to, and I did manage to come to this one a lot sooner, was that the act of expressing oneself is a basic human need. It is a form of self-actualization, which is a creative need that all humans have, according to the psychologist Abraham Maslow. Now, you may know that name. If you Google Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you'll come across this sort of pyramid diagram. I'm reliably informed that he did not, in fact, make the pyramid diagram. He just came up with the needs, and the diagram was created later as a way to sort of visually represent his findings and his conclusions. So, if you look at that pyramid, you'll see that the physiological and safety needs are at the bottom. These are because they are our basic needs, and without them, our other needs cannot be met, like satisfactorily. What I mean by physiological and safety needs, I mean the need for shelter, the need for warmth, the need for nutrition, those kinds of things. Above those needs are belongingness and esteem. Now, those are psychological needs. Belongingness means having relationships and contacts with others. And also esteem is not just self-esteem, but also one's position in one's own society or group. And at the top of the pyramid, we see self-actualization, which is pretty much the same thing as self-fulfillment. And we need all those 5 things in order to be a complete, well-rounded, mentally healthy individual. And that's, that top part is where self-expression ties in, as not only actualizing what we see in ourselves, but also fulfilling that need to do that. Anyway, that's just what I've found, and I hope that you've had a wonderful 2018. I hope that you've managed to share that with me. If not, go back, watch my old videos. They're, all still here. And anyway, I wish you all the best for 2019. So, I'll catch you soon. Bye-bye.